Thank you, Melissa, for your question. I had a student who used to be violent and very rude to others. He was 7 years old. And when I tried to stop him, my assistant used to stop me saying that he's a special kid. I can't do that. Oh, so you might be pointing at the fact that he is a naughty one. Maybe when you get violent kid in the classroom, well, it's difficult to understand the situation, how you describe it. So you've been stopped by your assistant from saying that he's violent, or you're going to stop him, or what? Cannot get it. I had a student who used to be violent and very rude to others. He was 7, and when I tried to stop him, okay. Why? Ask your assistant why. Because this is a big problem. If you let a kid do what he wants in the classroom, what's the point? Right? He can be rude to others. He can be violent to others. This is education rules. I think that's why
definitely
there's a problem. Maybe
yeah.
There's a problem with the assistant.
I'm reading. Yeah, and the problem with the school, because it sounds to me like the assistant is being told from someone else that, you know, the assistant's not making the rules, someone else is. And
can't spoil them.
Where you say, and here where it says special, I'm thinking, well, that could mean two things. That could mean either this is a special needs child, or the parent is somebody important and they can't upset these parents, which happens a lot, especially in Asian countries. So I would investigate that further, because like Mike says, you can't let it go. You can't just let it go. You do need to do something. So investigate it more. Go above the TA and speak directly with the principal.
True. We got as well, let's say we're playing a game and I don't pick him first. He will be violent. Melissa, back to the violent kid, right? He will be violent, and the same time other students will be like, I am being unfair. I ended up failing to manage the class. Yes, this is a bit... There's a problem with the school, maybe, like you said. They don't want to solve the problem. Is this kid the principal's kid? That may be.
Bruh.
What I would say, Melissa, is build up your rapport with the student, the student that's causing trouble. Build up your rapport with them. So before the class, talk one-to-one with your student as much as possible. Try to bring down those barriers. So there's a reason why that student is acting in that way. And I think if you build up a friendship with that student that's based on liking each other and respect and trust, you can't pick him first all the time just because he's going to throw a tantrum, because you're bending to his will, right? But if you pick someone else, if you've built up a good rapport with that student and that student likes you, he's less likely to have a tantrum. So this is all about building rapport. There was a research study done in 2021, and it was found that 90% of classroom management is down to rapport. If we can get our rapport correct and our interaction and our interrelationships with our students right, 90% of your problems will go away. So that's the key. Find the key, build a rapport with that student, and that will go a long way.
Yeah, that's quite something. When you get into that situation. I guess Melissa is not feeling really well, and I understand that you give us information, more is going to be easy for us to help you out. There are some school. I don't know where you're teaching, Melissa. are you teaching? Just tell us which country, if it's in China. We are both teachers teaching in China. But I think it's not only a matter of countries. It's just like you get some schools, they're just here to make business. And they don't really care about, education, right? Because I would have, it happens to me in the past. I would say, yeah, Mike, don't be nice with this kids, don't, because this kid just paid 3 years of tuition fee, So they'll say, yeah, you got to be nice to him. You got to be, no, it's just like, no, for me, it's all the same. You're in my classroom. There are rules. You obey the rules, or you're not in you obey. It's a big word when I say that, There are rules for this in a classroom. They have to respect it. I don't mind they make mistake. They don't respect it. They're learning. I'm patient. I'm nice, but you cannot, you gotta have boundaries. You cannot go. There's a red line.
Yeah, and Melissa, also, you're not alone. We've all been there with difficult students. You're not the first teacher to experience this. You're not going to be last. So I've been there. I've had classes. I absolutely hate the classes in the past because I couldn't control it very well and I didn't know what to do. But support is there. Like this live stream. Speak to your manager, your direct line manager, speak to the principal, speak to the parents if it's gone that far. Support is there for you.
Because there's no school who allow students to be violent and to be rude to others. No, this is a minimum of education, right? Why this kid is rude? According to what you told us, there's no teacher who can say, yeah, he's rude, he's violent, let him kick everybody's ass. No, come on.
Bruh.
Yeah. So yes, talk, and shit. Sorry, something fell from the top. And no, I was moving a little bit
Mike,
too
at least
much.
it wasn't my dog's head coming into this.
I was like,
what?
I was like, what? Oh man, yeah. Oh, cool. All right. I hope everything's gonna be better. Come back anytime. Whatever it's on TEFL Lemon or Mikeshomeesl, the ESL live stream, obviously we'll be on it for, for long.
Yeah.
Wish.
Mike, Brad, hey, shout out Brad. Thanks for joining. Brad's a mate of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, Brad made a really good point there. It's like we all of us, if we think back to being kids ourselves, think about your favorite teacher. We all had our favorite teacher. Mike, who was your favorite teacher at school?
Oh, my PE teacher.
See, all kids remember their favorite teacher very, very quickly.
Of course.
And what you should do is ask yourself why you like that teacher. Why was that teacher your favorite and not another one? And maybe it was because that teacher was more interested in you. He would talk to you more. He was more funny. He was more engaging. He liked you back. And try to be that teacher yourself, and you'll have less instances of bad behavior in the classroom.
That's true. I remember that PE teacher because he was very nice, and when there's a problem, he wouldn't say no right away. He would say, yeah, let me think for a while. Yeah, maybe. You know what? And then, very, how to say, someone who's not like a wall, very open. There's a word for that. I get it in French.
Flexible.
Yeah, flexible. That's not the one I wanted to look for, but that's the same meaning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
flexible.
it's very important to be flexible, especially when you get, maybe high grade students, like high school or middle school.
Yeah.
Well, flexible is very important for whatever the age you have. Yes, the parents were well known and they used to pay on time. So I was told not to stop him because they won't pay. So he ended up liking my assistant compared to me because I was trying to be fair. I told you, you see, that was that in the back. Well, I was even joking saying, is it the principal's kid or what? Yeah, is there what happened in the class when you have a kid like this, when assistant and other school will say, yeah, let that kid what he want to do. This is the main reason. Freaking money. No. Education is here. This is not about money. Education is not about money. Poor kid. Because it's not, this kid, when he is going to get older, what's going to happen? Nobody will be in control. Who's going to control him? Maybe cops? No, there's no good issues to that.
Yeah, Melissa, I would say try to develop rapport. First thing, you've mentioned there, he likes your assistant more than you. It's not over. You can win that back. Try to get that rapport going. Speak to your principal. Try everything you can. If no one will help you because they value money more than you, change school. There's lots of schools in China. Just change your job. It's not the end of the world. That's my advice.
That's what I was thinking. I don't want to just say it because, you don't want to be too rude. But now that we have more, and see that, go. Just what I would do, just prepare for leaving that school maybe, or there's something wrong. Now in the classroom, till now, what I really advise you to do right now is just to not go against them. Just let what they want you to do, because it's going to get worse. It's going to be a pain for sure, but it's better for your own safety, because you never know what's going to happen. They can, if you're in China, they can blacklist you, so that you can never come back and teach in China. I think this kind of stuff can happen. But what I recommend is just, okay, take it easy. You want me to let him do what he wants? All right. Maybe for yourself, for your own security, would be maybe the best thing.
Yeah, I think
leave,
in the past they did blacklist you. Yeah, leave. At the end of your contract, just say thank you, I've had a good time, bye, and then go to a different school. Keep nice with everybody and just change schools. And that's only as a last resort. But obviously at first, speak to the child. That's not working. Well, keep doing that. Don't stop doing that, but speak to your manager. Try to work this out.
Yeah, you can say everything. You can say everything to someone. There's just the good way to say it. Calm down. You cannot shout on your manager or those stuff, You can just try to find the right words, They are also teachers, right? So they might be telling you, I cannot control that kid too. I'm your manager, but the boss is, so just, don't care about that kid. I'll care. Have your assistant care about this kid, because she might be willing to speak maybe Chinese or the local language there and control this kid better than you, right? And then try to find a way out, friendly one, so that you don't need to create trouble for yourself. Ooh, I feel bad for you, Melissa. Frankly, that's not cool.
Yeah,
That's
good points.
the thing.
Very good points.
That's in China training centers. You see that? That was Xi'an back 20 years ago. But now this guy, I don't think still have some, but now with the new policies,
they're getting fewer. The new rules and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because me and Mike. If you didn't know, me and Mike, we've lived in China for over 20 years. So we've got between us about 45 years of China experience. We know China, and so this used to happen a lot. Nowadays, it's happening less and less, but you still do get those training centers that will value money over the mental health of their teachers.
Yeah, like Brad is saying, you can sort anything out in China if you go about the right way. If you go about it the right way. I have been taught positions over the years teaching in China, and it always works out well in the end.
Yeah. So no shouting. Go to the principal. Very nice. Talk to each other. Just talk to each other. That's the best way to work out things here.
True. Exactly. And here, NLP, what's the longest lesson do you do in a kindergarten class 4 to 6 years old, given we have all different kinds of activities, 30 minutes, 45 minutes? Well, what it used to be when I was in kindergarten, it was like you had the very young ones, small class, 2.5 even, would be like 15 minutes, Then maybe small class would be 20 to 25. Middle class would be 25 to 30 minutes, and big class 35 to 40 minutes. Not even 40 minutes, 30 to 35. Yeah. I guess was the same for you too.
Yeah, a bit longer actually. When I taught in kindergarten, it was 40 minutes. But I used to work at a training center, and we had young kids, like 4 years old, and we were teaching like an hour, more than an hour and a half.
Oh yeah. I was thinking tough. In kindergartens, the kindergartens, not in training centers. I think that's what. Yeah. She was talking about kindergarten class, but yeah, kindergarten class as well in training centers. It's an hour and a half, so you got 45 minutes of. It used to be when I was at TESOL, it was like 45 minutes Chinese teacher and 45 minutes foreign teacher. And it's still well.
It's tough. It's a long time for a 4-year-old child to concentrate. It's too long.
It's a bit too long.
So, what you need to do with that is manage energy levels. So if you've got a class, you can't just play games, 100 everything at 100 miles an hour like a Ferrari at a green light. You can't do that because the student, their brains can't handle it. You need to bring things up and down. So you've got your game time, you've got your TPR time, but you've also you might have like a little bit of a circle time, or kind of cutting together, doing like a craft activity. It's very slow, very quiet. And you can move from these low energy, quiet activities to these high energy activities and then back down again. So don't leap from low to high. Build it slowly and build it back down slowly and manage these energy levels.
Exactly. That's not easy, but when you get used to, a piece of cake. Yeah, Melissa is saying, thank you, Mike and Stu, for your advice, and I will do that. So yeah, keep in touch. Let us know. I get maybe if you can, if you are in China or whatever in this world, wherever you are in this world, you can add me on WeChat. Melissa, let me check out, where's my, oh yes, here it is. You can see down here, is going to scroll down below, SX Loas. So it's going to be, you can add me on WeChat and we can keep in touch to help you with this. You know, this is not a very comfortable situation. If you need help how to talk to them very normally, you know, like adults, just contact me. There will be no problem. You can as well contact Stu, but I don't have your WeChat right now ready for that.
Yeah, I'll put it in the. I'll put it. I'll put
yeah,
it in,
exactly.
I'll put it in the.
True. Yeah, and you guys today are very lucky because you can get a. So yeah, about TEFL courses, your TEFL courses. Can you talk a little bit about your? Because everything is in your courses. You also talk about classroom management. It's pretty much all about it. And is how to manage your class to be a good teacher, of course. Can you tell us 2 or 3 words about your courses too?
Yeah, so so I've written a full 180-hour higher certificate of TESOL. It's a TEFL certificate with wings. So a normal TEFL certificate is 120 hours. It kind of just scratches the surface of different stuff, but if you choose to do a 180-hour level 4 certificate, you go much deeper with all of this stuff. And unit 5 on my course is all about classroom management. How to run classes, how to use the board appropriately, how to grade your language, how to model, how to avoid problem students, how to get students to work together, strategies for learning student names, why we should do that. Reward systems, rules, routines, how to do that rapport, why, 1,000,001 things. There's video content, there's audio content, there's reading, there's additional resources that you can go to, all packed into one amazing unit. That's unit 5, and in the whole course has 20 units in total, which can take you from zero knowledge full to all the way to full classroom mastery. So it's a worldwide accredited course through ACDEC. So once you've passed, that's a lifetime qualification, and you can teach anywhere in the world with the highest certificate of TESOL. And yeah, if you click at the link below, below here, you get 30% off the cost of that course using the coupon code Mikeshomeesl.
Yeah, so I'm playing a little bit with the with your course. Can you see it? Right?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Oh,
so that quarterly check-in,
yeah.
that's a great page you've actually chosen there, Mike, because one of the advantages about doing the TEFL your TESOL certificate with us is the tutor support. Most TEFL certificates, you pay the money, you just go through the work by yourself, and if you're stuck, there's no help. Maybe you can send an email, maybe they'll email you back, maybe they won't. But with TEFL Lemon, you get full dedicated support. And the quarterly check-in, this happens after the 5th unit, the 10th unit, and the 15th unit. You have a video call with your tutor, and your tutor will say, how's it going? You know, what are you finding easy? What are you finding hard? How can I help you? And this is a live face-to-face video chat. And no course does that, but we do.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see it's very, when you get into TEFL Lemon's course, so it's quite very easy to navigate into it. But I've been not too far because not that much time. But when you have, so you have the welcome. This is pretty much at the start. So you get it's a survey, but I already completed it. Where, what is the survey about? 4 questions. It's only 4 questions. I forgot. What was the question about?
Yeah, so the survey at the beginning is just for us to understand more about you as a teacher. You know, how many years of experience you have. Are you a native speaker? What plans do you have
True.
following this course? It's just for us to understand. But how the course is being done, each unit is split into different tasks that you need to do. And once you've completed all of the tasks within, you see there on the left, you've got those yellow arrows. If you scroll back up. There you go.
That
so those
means-
yellow arrows mean you've completed
Yeah.
that task. And if it's in gray,
True.
you haven't yet. And as soon as it's all yellow, like bling, like then the next unit will open up for you. It's like a computer game. You just very, very intuitive, very easy to use the it's called the course player. So it's very
true. And you can go back and forth, right? You can go, I think.
Yeah, so you can go back. Yeah. So
you were
once,
talking
once
about
you've completed something. Yeah. So once you finish the course or you finish a unit, you can go back and you can like review the work that you've already done. If you feel, for example, if you've got a class about teaching writing or how to teach listening, you can go back into that unit and get your ideas again. So it's a really nice course, actually. It took 4 years to make. It's a wonder of nature. So if you're looking to do your your TESOL training, or if you've already done it and you want a refresher, please do our course. You will benefit from it a lot, I promise.
Thank you so much again, Stu, for your time today, Sunday night.
No problem at all. Always a pleasure, Mike, coming on. This is amazing thing for everybody. So thank you very much.
Always welcome, bro. And the live wouldn't be that fun without you, man. Thank you so much. See you in another live stream Sunday night, 9 p.m. Beijing time. The ESL live stream, your live stream. See you guys. Bye, Stu. See you, brother.
Bye. See ya.